Good morning, everybody. I want to go through the NFC East and how they kind of look after the draft. But first, I want to address that Switzer trade. A lot of you were upset with the Ryan Switzer trade. With me, the way I look at it, I see Gallup and Beasley as our main two route runners. And it would have been tough for Switzer to beat one of those two out to get on the roster. So it would have been a tough job for Switzer to get on. And I think I kind of showed you guys last year during the training camp footage. I was hyped to see Switzer. And when I saw Switzer in training camp behind Beasley, they were running them right behind each other. His route running was so much less crisp, if I can say it that way. If you look at the video, you can see what I'm saying. So I think he had a lot of work to do to get to Beasley's area. And the team thought it would be best to see if we can get a defensive lineman in. Since we didn't really draft an interior defensive tackle, see if we can get a defensive tackle in and see if Marinelli can do something with a guy with a second round pick. So that's the way I look at that. It's going to be tough for either one to make the team. So it was almost like a nothing for nothing trade, to be honest. The undrafted free agents, I think I'm going to put the list up. I'm going to put the list up right there. And the only ones that really, first of all, I'm looking at all these guys because scouting has gotten much better with us and overall. So there's a chance that some of these guys are really good. There's a chance some of these guys are going to make the roster. It's easier now for undrafted free agents to get on the roster now than ever before. So I'm going to put that out there. But first, there's like 4 of them. First is tight end David Wells, just because there's a spot. We need some tight end that's going to have competition now. I want to see what he's made of. And the 2 defensive backs is Cal Quero and Cameron Kelly. Both of them could have been drafted. Quero is kind of a hybrid safety, can be used as linebacker, kind of a big play hands dude. And Kelly can be a defensive back. He transitioned from safety to defensive back. So he's another one of those Chinobi, Byron Jones guys that we can play in either positions, hopefully. So they are someone to keep their eye on. I'm not saying they're going to make the roster, but it's someone to keep your eye on. And then the last one is Malik Earl. Look at his highlights. We put Malik Earl in YouTube. Say Shango sent me here, so I know you came there because of me. And look at the way he catches the ball. Keep your eye on that. That may be something. I don't know because he played somewhere where nobody watched him. All right, let's go to the Redskins. All right, the Redskins, they drafted Daron Payne first, which a lot of us wanted him to drop to us. He's going to help them with their run game, which was bad last year. So they boosted that run game with him beside Jonathan Allen last year. And a lot of you guys wanted Tim Settle. Tim Settle was a big 6'3", 330-pound Vince Wilford looking mom. So they're really trying to stuff runs in the middle and force things to the outside for their linebackers and stuff like that, because their linebackers are pretty good. Their safety, their defensive back, but at running back they got Geis, and there was a lot of chatter on draft day about Geis, and he fought somebody or got in a shouting match with somebody with Philadelphia and blah blah blah, and a lot of that turned out to be not true, unfortunately. So angry runner is now mad. Thank you, draft. Draft rumors. But you add him to Perine and Chris Thompson, who is a deadly third down back, receiving back, or whatever you want to call it. He's deadly. We got a load on our hands with that. They added something to the offensive line, who, Washington has a very, very, very good. They have our old coach, so they're running a very good system on that offensive line right now. So the Redskins didn't go down. That to me, Alex Smith scares me a little more than Kirk Cousins. Although I like where Kirk Cousins is now, I think he's in a brilliant spot in there in Minnesota with that running game and that defense. But I think, and I feel like we'll have more issues with Alex Smith than we ever did Kirk Cousins. Smith is a much smarter player, and decision making is what I'm worried about, other than any kind of arm strength or whatever. The next one is the Eagles. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about the Eagles. I got stuff here. I know you're out there listening. Nope, I'm not giving them nothing. You know. So I'm not giving you nothing. You have to get your compliments within the text of everything else, Eagles fans. Sorry. All right. The Giants, like I said in other videos, the Giants are not going to suck between the next 7 and 8 years unless Saquon Barkley is out. Just get your mind on that. And that's what I was trying to tell Cleveland fans. At least you won't be picking first again if you get this guy. And I hate to keep harping on that, but I saw their top 5 picks, and both of them were like short, and the 5'10" corner looked really close to Mayfield. So Mayfield may not even be 6'1". He might be 6, or maybe, I don't know. But that just was real curious, and 2 short guys as top 5 picks of the NFL draft when, big means something. All right, get off of them. Good luck, guys. Hey, Chubb was a good pick, and Callaway was a good pick if they pan out, So get off of those. But back to the Giants. They had a real good draft. They had a real good draft. I'm going to tell you how the NFC East looks after this draft. And I want you to let this sink in for a minute. The Giants picked Will Hernandez, somebody we all wanted. A lot of us wanted it in Cowboy land. And Will Hernandez is a complete beast. They got him, and they got Nate Solder from the Patriots, Tom Brady's left tackle. So they completely improved their offensive line ridiculously. And they're still probably the worst offensive line in the division. Let it sink. So Garrett and the crew, they have a lot of getting ready to do in this offseason to get ready for 6 hard, very important games coming. I have no idea how this thing is going to pan out. It really depends on our coaching. And the only thing that I like about it, that I really like that gives us an advantage, is because we are the one team in the division with an elite running back and an elite offensive line. We got both of those. And with both of those, we can manipulate the football game. We can hold on to the ball. We can score in the red zone. We can do a lot of things to control the football game if we don't abandon the run. All right, guys, holla at you. Have a good day. Peace out.